Welcome to the podcast, Organized Mayhem. We're coming to you from 110 South 11th Street, which is the home of Maria and the Rap Shack. And we are here to talk to you about all things Philadelphia restaurant business and everything in between. I'm Cammie, here with my brother Scott and my friend John Lupa. There we go. Hello, and we are back on the latest episode of Organized Mayhem. I am Cammie, alongside my dear friend Lupa and my brother Scott.
Hi, everybody.
Boys, where are you today?
We are at Maria, 110 South 11th Street, next to the Rap Shack, 112 South 11th Street.
Terrific. Hi, guys. Well, we're coming off a weekend. Today is a Monday, and we're coming off of a weekend, and it was a beautiful weekend. And I wanted to see if weather impacts the restaurant business. So we can start off with this kind of weekend. What was this weekend's weather like, and how does it impact business?
Well, this weekend, first off, it impacts it, especially at Maria, nonstop, having the windows open and everything like that. But sorry, I'm a little tired. Not as tired as I was, and we'll go into that in a little bit.
Okay.
But what day did we have the window? It was cold one day and it was hot another day. So one day we had the windows open, the doors open, and it was amazing. And then the other day we put the doors open, even though everyone was freezing, but we didn't care. And then people complained, so we had to shut them. So that day wasn't as good. But honestly, you have the windows open, the doors open, the music blaring outside. I mean,
You're gonna get people.
Yeah, it's in and out all day.
And do you find that when people are when customers are in a better mood because of weather, are they easier and nicer to deal with, or not? You don't really see that.
No, fuck no. Not only that, some of the homeless are out and about too. So, but I was in a jolly mood yesterday. A lot of them came in to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
I was like,
okay,
you know.
All right. So no problem. And then, so when you say absolutely not, were there any problems this weekend that you want to report with unruly customers?
Not unruly. I mean,
let's hear the crab cakes.
Okay, so this is just a coincidence. I ordered a crab cake slider. No, not slider. Benedict, which is really, really good. And then there's a table.
So what is a crab cake Benedict?
Well, it's a crab cake, and then 2 crab cakes, 2 poached eggs, spinach, hollandaise sauce, topped with a little Old Bay.
Do you put it on a roll, or is it just on the plate?
No, Benedict is on like a Thomas's muffin.
Okay. I don't need eggs Benedict. So go ahead.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to insult you.
No, that's okay.
And then, so 2 tables down from me, someone ordered an eggs Benedict, a crab Benedict, and a crab cake slider. And I'm over here in the complaints. And it just again, just a coincidence. And 2 minutes before, I just told my chef, and it was the same batch. We just made it that day. I said, this is the best crab cake Benedict I've ever had. I hear this table, and they were just like, I go over them, I'm like, everything okay? They're like, this crab is not crab. I'm like, okay. I'm like, while I'm eating it over here, it's like the best crab cake I've ever had. I just told the chef, so I'll just take it. Normally I'll ask them if there's anything else, but I could just tell they're just not happy, whatever. I'm just like, all right, we'll just drop off the check.
It's a serious offense when people claim that this steak isn't 10 ounces, it says 10 ounces, or it's not prime cut. And you're like, no, we pay for the prime cut.
Yeah,
so
or someone tells us that the crab meat is not crab meat. I'm not having that.
It's just one of those things. It's like, we're not going to make you happy on this trip. If you think that crab meat is fake here, nothing here.
And like I said, I'm eating it as they're complaining about. Listen, everyone has different taste buds, but to say,
Well, I mean, I think that's the hard thing about being in a customer service business, where their mantra is the customer's always right. But in this case, the customer is actually wrong.
Dead wrong, and I'm just not having it.
And when the customer is wrong, how to slow that down and say, how do you handle that, right? Because if the customer is wrong, so you can say I'm sure you have very discerning taste, but actually it isn't. Or do you just ignore it and give the check? How do you handle it?
No, listen, I'm sorry to interrupt, but if they were like, listen, I got the crab cake, I didn't know what the hollandaise sauce was, or it just has no flavor, or this and that. But to tell me that it's not crab meat, yeah,
See you later.
yeah, I'm not
Okay,
doing
yeah.
that. I'm not, you
We
know,
have
I'm
we have all the time here where somebody goes, I didn't love the short rib ravioli sauce, or I didn't love this sauce, or I didn't like that sauce.
yeah,
And okay, we can sub it out. We can try to find something you like. But if you're claiming like there's no short rib in the ravioli or something, or you use fake short,
yeah. It's
you're just a
just
dork.
you're
So
yeah.
what do you
Because what am
do?
I going to do, Cam? What am I going to do? The next thing, because she said she likes seafood, so she's going to order the lobster roll,
Then you do
and then the
Right.
that.
lobster roll is not. Yeah, this is not real
Fake
I
lobster.
lobster.
agree with
So
you.
it's like
I agree with you. But I really, what did you do? So how did you handle it? And
You
do you
pick
think
up
that
the
they
plates and
walked
I
say,
picked
away?
up the plates immediately. Said,
"Have a nice day."
Here's your check.
Okay.
Have a nice day."
And did they walk out huffy or did they walk out fine?
I did never heard the end of that. Did they walk out happy?
I walked away. I mean, honestly, it was so obvious that they didn't know what they were talking about, that it was just like, okay. And listen, I love my customers, and we're not perfect. We'll make mistakes, but this is, and there's a way to complain about something as well.
100%. That's what I'm saying
And
is that when it's not when like yes, in that people in customer service business, what to do if someone's just displeased and it's fine. But when someone's actually wrong, it is hard to take the high road and be like, you know, it is what it is. Like it is. Like there's, we know we're in the kitchen, we've ordered it. I know what I paid for. And also like you have no idea whether the customer was showing off on a date that he knows what,
Right.
good crab
Right.
meat is like. Like, I mean, like sometimes people are just idiots.
well, I mean, one of our funniest ones, our signature salad, the grilled romaine salad. People are surprised when the romaine is grilled. It's called grilled
It's literally
romaine.
called the grilled seafood. Right.
Yeah. So I mean, we get that.
Handle that because you
It
have
depends
to.
again, it depends how they say it, but
They say it
yeah,
rudely.
usually we'll
Even if
take
they say it rudely, it doesn't really, like if the ultimate goal of being in the customer service industry is like someone's having a good restaurant experience, they're coming back if you want their
yeah,
business, right?
no,
So
absolutely.
somebody,
So we'll fix that for the most part.
I'd say 95% of the time, if you explain it to them,
Yeah.
they'll try and go, "Oh, it's so close to like it." Grilling romaine doesn't change the flavor really.
Or
yeah,
they didn't realize,
Yeah.
so we put it in the whole, like,
Right.
it was stalk, but
Right.
not,
It's the
and
whole head of romaine.
so some
Yeah.
people don't realize it comes like that. So we'll fix that for them.
Hey,
Yeah,
can I get a
listen,
chop?
again, we are in the customer service business, but I'm not going to be, people aren't going to insult what I'm trying to serve here. I'm not,
well, it's a
we
balance.
only do the highest quality, and we get a lot of our quality from Cisco Foods, which is a good friend of ours, and a great purveyor of
Yeah,
what we do here.
yeah, absolutely. So
I'm
yeah,
plugging them for a reason, by the way.
I know they are going to be sponsors of ours, which is exciting. But before we get to that, it is hard to be the bigger person in any kind, like even with if a fight with your spouse, like or a fight with your girlfriend. Sometimes when you're looking at the goal, like what's your goal, like even if it's just say you were in a fight with your beautiful perfect wife Sherry, just say you are in the
My
right.
goal is not to lose badly.
You know you're gonna
Yeah,
lose.
yeah, that's
Well,
really
yeah, exactly. Sometimes it's better to just say like, okay, I'm not going to win the argument because of the larger thing in store. So in spring, a lot of times romance is in the air. Did you see a lot of couples on dates?
Did we? No, you know what we saw actually, which was
we had a lot
kind
of
of
private
cool. A
parties
lot
this
of big
weekend.
parties. A
Yeah,
lot of
we
8 tops, 10 tops, 12 tops. Yeah.
yeah. So there was actually, I think, with the nicer weather, yeah, I think you'll start seeing that a little bit more. But I feel like this weekend we
Looks
just
like
had
a
like
party
8 tops,
Yeah.
12 tops, and
Big
we had a
tables.
private party, and everything went really well. Everyone was really, really, really happy.
Well, I actually drove by Mariah and the Rap Shack Saturday night. I went to
Thanks for
see.
saying hi.
You know what? I was tired. I'm an old lady. I was going home. I went to see to Walnut Street Theater, and I saw the show Beautiful. And so on the way home, I wanted to just honk and wave. And you guys heard people there, but did you have theater crowd? Or, I mean, like, what was that like? Did you have people from
We
the
always get a theater
Always
crowd.
some sort of.
They usually come around 6 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
You you can tell right away, or they'll say to the server, "Hey, we need to be out of here pretty fast." So
Yep,
we make it work.
that's
We make
awesome.
it work.
That's
But
awesome.
sometimes you have the issue, and this happened on Saturday night. It happens every Saturday night. There's a lot of traffic in the city, so there's a reservation at 7. I think the 12 top they came at 7:30, it pushes everything back, and
Yep.
people just don't understand. But when we know that it's a theater person, we'll bust it out real fast, because they're not looking for a prolonged meal. They want to just get in, get out, and have a
Yep.
good meal.
Yep.
So,
Yep. So keep those theater people coming. If you're going to the Walnut, the Forest, or the Academy of Music, head on over to the Rap Shack or Maria so they can get you in and out and have a delicious dinner, or go after for drinks and dessert.
and now it gets a little bit more complicated. So we're in that time where we're doing private parties, and then also the Sixers are on. Sixers
Mhm.
are in
Oh
the
yeah, let's talk
playoffs.
about that. Yep.
So, you want to be packed at the Rap Shack side for the Sixers, but we also have a private party room that can moonlight as part of it for the private parties, but it also can be for the Rap Shack. So just juggling that.
How was the mood watching the game? I know we were lost by, I think it was a point.
7, but that's close.
Okay. Well, the 7.
How was the mood watching the game? Well, they were up by 12 at one point.
They were up by 12.
And then they
Embiid
crumbled. As
Embiid did a
typical,
great.
so
Well, I have something to say to
it
you.
was perfect.
Ready for this one, Cam?
Yeah.
I'm home last night. For some reason, I'm watching you just turned me off.
I didn't turn you off.
Well, now I can't hear. Oh, back on. I'm going to talk shit about the Atlanta Braves. So I'm watching the Atlanta Braves, and I'm like, oh, they just hit a 3-run homer. And he's talking his shit as
Why
usual.
were you able to watch the Braves? Oh, we're on national TV.
But I wake up this morning to my surprise. Guess who blew that wonderful lead? The Braves.
Was that brutal for you, Lupa? Was that brutal?
No. Listen, it's a long season. We're a better franchise. We're a better city. We're a better team. I don't mind losing one. The happy part was that Scott was on the phone with me. He goes, "The Braves just hit a 3-run." I hung up the
Gotta
phone.
witness that.
So we also had a bet yesterday. Ready for this? This is some of the stupid things we do. And I won this bet. You gave me $1.
I gave him $1, but it was a false dollar. Go.
You know how you get a bag of chips or you get anything. There's always a room in the whatever, the bag or whatever you buy. Too much room. It bothers me. So we needed walnuts here. We were running out of walnuts. So we go to Mom's, and they had a big container of walnuts. And I was like, they don't fill this all the way. And I was like, I can fit 15 more walnuts.
20. You said.
No, I said 20 originally, but then we agreed on 15. He's like,
Okay.
you could fit 4.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, what are you going to pour more walnuts in at Mom's and get arrested? I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. I wouldn't do that to another establishment. But we have some walnuts back
that
there.
You could fit 15.
So we came back to the Rap Shack. And just because I know he's a pain in the ass, I put a 16th walnut in, fit it in perfectly.
Listen,
but does it bother you?
Were pieces of dust. I could have fit.
Is it me, or does it bother you when you buy something and there's so much room in a bag or whatever?
It does. I think it
It should
does.
be
It
filled.
does bother me. It
But if
does
you're
bother me.
weight, you're picking which one's the full.
I don't want to wait. If a bag is this big, I want that bag filled. That's it.
Yeah, but it's some poor guy back there with a scooping bags of walnuts, and just not everyone's going to be packed tight. It's inefficient.
Well, I won $1.
Yeah, like when you buy like a bag of chips and like half of it's air.
Oh, that's the worst. Yeah.
You know.
Oh, so you agree with me?
No, but chips are something that you're paying a single price for. That's in a bag you can't see through. You are literally paying per pound on something you can see through.
And you know what I like to think I think about business all the time, but I actually think about Lupa all the time. So I'm walking to Reading Terminal for the 4th time yesterday because we were out of stuff because we got pretty busy. 4 different times, someone as we're walking, we've talked about this on the podcast many times. A guy like spit on me.
It's your retribution.
You okay?
And
I mean,
so crazy stuff was happening to me all weekend.
Were you minding your own business and the guy just spit at you?
Yeah, well, he was like, we were like pretty equal, but like he just, not one guy, like 4 different times, not the same guy. Then not only that, if you remember Seinfeld,
oh, this is a good one.
This is good. Right under the tunnel of Reading Terminal, a pigeon ran into my head.
Oh no!
Yeah, and I called Lupa right away. I'm like,
Ew!
you won't believe what just happened to me.
Ew!
Like absolutely just ran into my head.
Oh my God! Did you get hurt?
That was there was a reason for that. One, going back to the homeless, they were feeding them bread, and they were all coming after me.
All right. Well, I mean, like, I'm going to tell you, like, okay, first let's back that up. This spitting on you, Scott, specifically, like, Lupa, does that happen to you, or is it just unique to Scott?
Never ever has happened to me. Yeah.
I don't understand. Like, they spit at your feet and they spit at your face. Like, I don't understand.
No, they're like on my
Well, also
feet
yesterday was like
kinda.
a windy, cold day.
Yeah.
You can get an air and spit. Sometimes.
Yeah, there was an Aaron spit.
Ugh. All right. Gross.
It's that
And in
bad.
terms of the
We're
pigeons
walking
are
over
dirty
dog
too.
pee and feces all over the city, and a little spit bothers you.
Ugh. Oh, well, it all bothers me. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
listen, I love this. I do. I love the city. I really do. But you want to feel safe walking around. I certainly don't want to be spit on or hit in the head by a pigeon.
Yeah, I was a little upset about that. The
Well,
pigeon was a little
I'll
nuts.
say what I don't know if this has anything to do with it. I mean, you're a very handsome guy, but right now it's mating season. So, like in my house, birds are like thrusting themselves, like
This took
humping
a
my
turn.
windows.
wait,
They're
we saw
wretched.
birds banging out here. I think.
Oh, we did yesterday in the street.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they're
Yeah,
literally like I mean, their sexual energy towards my house is massive on
I think
the
every
one
window.
pigeon was eating the other pigeon. I
I
don't
do
think they
too.
were.
I
I don't
think it might
think
have
they
been
were.
I'm
the
gonna say, like,
Yeah,
maybe that pigeon wanted to get with you, Scott.
me and the
It's
pigeons.
the wild hair.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, to all of our fans out there, where spring is in the air, whether it's a pigeon or a significant other, we are wishing you lots of fun springtime activities. Go into Maria, go into the Rap Shack, have a drink, enjoy the windows open, and know, most of all, that these fellas are serious about their crab meat. It is authentic, real crab meat. And if you order a grilled Caesar salad, it's going to be grilled.
It's gonna come out.
Newsflash. Newsflash. So, but most importantly, look, we can all make silly mistakes. We can all say dumb things. I will never forget when I was a young lawyer looking for my where to go to court, and all my directions pre-navigation, it said make a left at the jug handle. And I literally got off at a gas station and asked someone where Jug Handle Street was. And they all started laughing because there's no such thing as Jug Handle Street. It is literally just, I'd never heard of that expression before. So we can all say embarrassing things. And the point is at a restaurant that they will minimize your embarrassment and not make fun of you for saying dopey things. We want our customers to look great, feel great, and enjoy the atmosphere at Rap Shack and Maria.
I like your style.
Love it.
All right.
Perfect stuff.
All right.
All
Bye
right.
bye.
Well, no. Hey, follow us.
Sorry.
yeah.
You're right. You're
I
right.
mean, you want to get off the air so fast. I mean, let's follow us somewhere.
Sorry, I'm
Spotify,
all the horny
YouTube.
birds, all the horny birds around me are getting me distracted.
There we go. Spotify, YouTube, X. Where else are we?
Instagram.
Instagram. That is right. So just follow us at your favorite way of joining us, and then come here 112 South 11th Street or 110 South 11th Street, and yeah, you might actually see me start bartending. I might actually start cooking this week.
Wow.
I'm killing it. I'm changing my ways.
Also, I forget, like, we're forgetting a major plug. We are now open for lunch.
Yeah, we are open for lunch Wednesday through Friday.
Wow. So maybe go to see see one of the wonderful shows that are right now in the city, and go see a matinee, and then go for an early dinner.
Love it.
I like your style.
Love it.
Absolutely. And come watch the Sixers at the Rap Shack. Great specials tonight.
Awesome. All right, boys. Let's hope it's a Sixers win. That is us signing
You
off.
excited for that? Thanks everyone for joining us today for Organized Mayhem Podcast. Check us out on YouTube, X, our website, rapshackpa.com, and reservations.com. Again, welcome to the next.